Welcome back to Michelle Regan Yoga. This is our Yin class. We will be working as we usually do, opening up the hips. There is going to be a little bit of a back bend in there as well. So the spine, that will hit your organs, your kidneys and such. So make it all nice and nummy. Go ahead and start on your backs. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide. If you wish, create your bolster like we do, putting the blocks end to end, and then fold up a blanket so it is like a rectangle, a long rectangle. You're going to sit right up to it, so bump it right to that low back, and then work your way down. And then once you're down, arms can go by the side, palms up, touching index finger to thumb. So that way you're starting to open up the chest as well. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide, recline butterfly. If it's too intense today, that's fine. Just modify your legs to whatever suits you. And then once you find your pose, go ahead and close your eyes. Relax the face, your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw, and allow that body to sink. Let go of your control and give in to gravity. Closing your eyes, relaxing your face. Inhale and exhale through the nose only. Trying not to clench your teeth or lock your jaws. Once again, let go of anything going on outside your little sanctuary and give yourselves permission to be here for the entirety of this class, completely dedicated to you. Your body, your breath, your practice. Start to slow it down. Go a little longer, a little deeper on those inhales, and match it on the exhales. We're going to use our belly breath. So on your inhale, feel the belly rise, then fill your ribs, then the lungs, bottom to top. On your exhale, squeeze it out. Lungs first, ribs next. And by the end, squeeze. Pull that navel into your spine, up under your ribs, till you are completely empty of air. Inhale, inflate. Feel the belly rise and expand. Fill the ribs, fill the lungs. Exhale, squeeze slowly all the way down, all the way around, till you're empty of breath. Navel into spine. Just take a moment here, find that rhythm and flow. I used to use the analogy of the ocean because they always called Ujjayi breath the ocean breath, but I could do it here as well. So in your mind, work with me as far as a visualization. Imagine your navel to be like the depth of the ocean. And as the tide rises, right, it starts right out there in the center. So feel the belly rise. Soon it comes up into the ribs, and by the time it comes up into your lungs, visualize that ocean as it crashes on the shore, and then it ebbs back out. So out of the lungs, out of the ribs, and it's back to sea, navel into spine. Inhale, feel your belly swell and rise. Feel the ribs, the lungs, until it's full and it's crashed. Exhale, squeeze it out slowly as that breath ebbs out of the body all the way down. Losing yourself with this visualization. When you're ready, go ahead now and maybe set an intention for your class today. What is it that you need or want in your life? What are you trying to bring into fruition? And then once you have that vision, that intention, sealing it in with your breath. Full 5 count Ujjayi inhale. From your low belly, fill it up from back and sides, and keep drawing breath in till it comes all the way up the top of your throat. So you're completely full of air. Exhale, squeeze again, all the way down. Opening your eyes if you wish. Gaze stays soft. Don't really focus on anything. Draw your knees together, feet flat, and just pause. noticing the opening in the hips. You're going to slowly roll off to your right side, coming into the fetal position, and just stay there for a moment as you bring your awareness back. Use the strength of your arms and rise. And as you get up, I want you to grab that blanket off of your blocks as we're going to sit on it. Grab your blocks and have them handy, as now we're going into a forward fold butterfly. One or two blocks should be good for this one, but always have a couple extra just in case. Some people like to stack their blocks inside the feet. Some people, I like them actually between my feet, and then some people like to bring it in and go outside. So find what's comfortable for you. You may want to take your hands, just pull the flesh away from your sit bones. And then once you're here, I want you to go ahead and rest the forehead. Whether it's this way. Play with your blocks until you find your form. Arms are going to rest right on top, palms up, touch index finger to thumbs. Once you feel completely supported, close your eyes and be still. Halfway through, see where you're at. Maybe you want to modify it and come in a little deeper. Maybe you're comfortable right where you're at. If you move at all or adjust, again, find where you're completely supported and just find your stillness. Just a few more slow deep breaths in and out. Go ahead and rise. Remove your blocks. Take those legs out. Shake them out if you wish, or maybe do some windshield wipers if that feels good. And now we're going to move right into our straddle, which is also dragonfly. So I'm going to come up a little bit towards the front of my blanket, just to kind of tilt my hips slightly. You can also double up your blanket to get you a little higher. So some of you, I'm very open this way. This is not a problem for me, but some of you, can be very painful. If that's the case, bring your legs in a little closer so your knees aren't bent. And if your knees are still bent, another option is to have your feet flat and you're going to come forward on your blocks, okay? Go here. So same thing, we're going to stack a block to get our forehead down. May use a couple. If you don't invest in blocks, they're the best things ever invented. Highly recommend it. And I like a lot of them. Yeah, so this is a good height for me. Yeah, because then I feel supported. It's like nothing's really hanging, it's resting. And that's what you want to do in this. You want to rest into these poses and let your body and gravity do its work. Once you find it, get that forehead resting on something if you can. That calms your mind. Close your eyes. Don't point, don't flex those legs, just let them rest. And breathe. Just a slow, deep inhale, slow, deep exhale. Over halfway there. See where you're at. Adjust if necessary. Again, if you want to try and go in a little deeper, that's fine, but I don't want you to really push into it. I want you to relax into it. A few more slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose. come up, take your time. First, remove all your blocks. Use your hands, bring those legs in, because you were there for about 4 minutes. Shake them out. All right, now caterpillar. So caterpillar is also known as an intense west stretch. Remember, the west side of your body is the back side of your body, and that's the yin side. It slows the heart rate down. It's the feminine side too. It's very calming. The front side of your body is the east side, the yang side, the masculine side. It increases your heart rate. It's more active. So we are going to do an intense west stretch, also known as caterpillar and yin. See where we're at here. Once again, I like to think of my legs in Tadasana in that they are about hips width apart so that I can put my blocks right between my knees or wherever you need it. Some of you, I know it's really hard. You may have to actually pop another block on top. So play with it. Your arms would be resting on your thighs if you can do it. Palms up and touch index finger to your thumbs. Try your best to rest that forehead and be still. Halfway through, adjust if necessary. Otherwise, just stay where you're at. Continue to surrender a little bit more. And just be still. Just a few more slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. And when you're ready, rise. Remove your blocks, but keep them handy. Probably more towards the top of the mat, at least 2 of them. Come onto your hands and knees. Let's do a couple cat-cows. Just work that spine a little bit. Okay, so table is hands and knees, fingers spread wide, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and just on the inhale, just drop your belly for a moment and look up. Because we just did a bunch of forward bends, so you're going to really feel this. Just let it rest. All right, now exhale into cat. And just hold here. Feel like you're pressing your spine to your ceiling. Drop the belly again. This is cow. Big inhale, exhale, cat. All right, now let's do a little faster. Inhale, drop. Exhale, roll. One more set. All right, we are going to our bellies. I want you to put your blanket in that thickness, I'd say, unless it's too intense, but I want it to support our hips. So bring it forward and lay down. Just get a little bitty back bend here. So this is Sphinx. We're going to have our elbows right under our shoulders, so it's bone on bone here. Feet as wide as your mat. Relax. Relax your hips and your belly. Let me get my timer. Again, if it helps you to close your eyes to soften, do it. And I'm just going to do a little body scan for you on the tops of your feet. Your shins, your calves. Relax your thighs, the hamstrings, your glutes. Go into the belly, let it soften down, just let it rest. As you're breathing with this pose, and the belly resting on the floor or the mat, you are massaging all that goodness into all your organs. So think about it. Relax the shoulders, soften the chest. And if your eyes are open, soften your eyes. Relax the legs, the belly, the chest. If it's too much, you're almost halfway through, you can bring it down and rest your forehead. Stay there or make your way back up into Sphinx. Just a few more slow deep breaths in and out of your nose. Soften into everything just a little bit more if you can. All right, slow. Get your hands down, push it up. And find child's pose. The child's pose I'd like this time would be with your knees together, and we're just going to bring ourselves down and rest your arms by your side so you're stretching out that back. Make your way up, come to seated on your blankets. We're going to do shoelace pose with the right over the left. It's a little bit of a sequence here. So I have my left knee here. I'm going to take my right leg on top. With shoelace, you're trying to stack your knees. Sometimes easier said than done. Now you see I have a space here. It doesn't bother me to have this space, but some people are way up here. You may want to tuck a block in there or even roll up a blanket. If it's too intense on your knees, let's just do butterfly again, okay? Or a half lotus. Once you're here, I just have to start my timer. And it's going to be the same thing. So we're going to have our blocks and blocks. Let's see where we're at. Yes. Rest the forehead first. Find what's good and comfortable, and then get those arms down. Perfect. Start there. Your arms are supported so you can relax them. Maybe a little intense on the outer hips, that's okay. Find your breath. Don't let your mind take control right now. If ever it gets to be too intense, you come out, shake it out. Either get back in or find an alternative pose. Like I said, half lotus, crisscross applesauce, something like that. See where you're at. Adjust if necessary. Take a break if necessary, but then come back in. Find your pose and find stillness. Just a few more slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Slowly rise. Move your blocks. Uncross these legs. Shake them out or lean back and do your windshield wipers. All right, we're going right into our next pose. I'm starting to run out of time, so hopefully I'll get it all in. So from here, we are going right into your winged dragon. So I'm going to have the right leg that was on top is now going to come forward, and I'm kneeling on my blanket. I'm going to come down inside. So right knee can go out. You can even use the heel of your hand and maybe even come to the outside of the foot if that's comfortable. Same thing here. We're going to have blocks for our arms and for our head, unless you might be able to come down. Yes, and rest the forehead this way. So find it. Again, my arms are supporting me, but I'm bone on bone, so I'm not really using my muscles, I'm using my bone. And then we're going to rest the forehead on 1 or 2 blocks. Get yourselves comfortable, and then surrender down into those hips. You're over halfway through. Modify if you need to, or if you feel like you can get in deeper, go for it. Make sure you're resting that forehead. And then when you're ready, settle in and be still. Just a few more slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. And then when you're ready, I'm going to have you just push your way up. Take it back, right? My knees are on my blanket. Take them out a little wider. Big toes touch. Now this is another version of a child's pose. Relax into it, breathe into it. All right, bring it up. Come back to seated. Gotta do that whole thing on the other side. So now it's left over right. I like to lift and lower my hips a little bit just to see if I can stack them a little more. Again, if you have a big space, try putting a block in there, rolling a blanket and sticking it in there. If it's just very excruciating, you're like, no, it's just not going to happen. I get it. So it'd be like a half lotus with the left foot on top, or crisscross applesauce, or soles of your feet to the knees out wide. Let's grab these blocks. I'm probably pretty close to how I was the last time. 2 up. All right. Once you find your pose, find your shape, I want you to rest the forehead, close your eyes, and just be still. halfway through, see where you're at. Modify if you need to. Just a few more slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Slowly rise. Again, removing your blocks, keeping them handy. Undo these legs. Let's shake them out. Or if you want to do your windshield wipers, go for it. So if I was facing this way, my blanket would already be across the midsection. We're going to do the winged dragon with the left foot forward. The easiest way to get your foot up again is to take it around the outside and bring it up and then bring it down. You want to relax that back foot. Hands come inside, so you can even actually walk that foot over one time or two. If you're real open in the hips, maybe come to the outside of the foot. You can use your hand to push it away. Come down to the forearms. If you need blocks, put blocks under it. Maybe you need 2 blocks to stack. And then once you're here, you're going to go ahead and be still. I should go up higher on this side. Perfect. Back in. As you come back into the pose, rest the forehead and be still. few more slow, deep breaths in and out. Start to make your way out. Taking it back to that child's pose. Knees as wide as your mat, big toes touch, sit back if you can, and bring it out. But if there's any other pose you'd rather do for your counter pose, go for it. We are going down onto our backs for the rest of class. Keep a block handy, if you will, and your blanket. When you're ready, with your feet flat, knees bent, fists width apart, let's roll it down. Have your fingertips right behind your thighs. Once you're down, we are going to do an inversion. Walk your feet in so the heels are close to your sit bones. Pushing into your heels, lift the hips and put that block flat side down, hip to hip, under your pelvis. And then bring those legs up just for a few minutes. One thing I want you to be aware of, don't bring those feet forward. A lot of people have that tendency because then you're on the edge of the block. I want it so that that pelvis is supported on the block. It's just nice to give a nice rush of blood to your heart, your sinuses, and your brain. Recommended daily, up to 10 minutes a day. You don't have to do it on a block. You can go up against a wall. But just get in an inversion anytime you can. Go ahead, draw your right knee into your belly and let it rest, and then draw that left knee in. You'll notice kind of a tingling sensation in your feet. That's the blood rushing back in. Right foot flat, left foot flat. Now lift the hips to remove your blocks, and just put them off to the side as you're done with them. We'll do a quick twist right and left, and then we're going to go right into Shavasana today. I just want to work out that spine. So keep that right knee into your belly. Left leg extends out onto the mat. Just let it rest. Right arm up overhead, and then use your hand to draw your knee across your body, coming into that twist. Try to keep your shoulder down, and if you can, turn your head to the right. Completely relax and breathe. On your inhale, bring it to center. Take your time. Bring both knees in for a hug. You can rock a little bit. And then we're going to switch it up. Keep the left knee in, extending right leg out. Let it rest. Left arm up overhead and let it rest. And then use the right hand to draw the leg across your body, coming into your twist. Try to keep the shoulder down as you turn your head to the left. Close your eyes. Relax and breathe. exhale, unwind. Bring both knees in for a hug. Rock gently. Before your final posture of Shavasana, inhale through your nose and sigh out. Let it go. Legs come out in front. Rest the blanket over the belly or cover yourselves completely. Feet can be as wide as your mat. Just let them fall open naturally and arms will rest by your sides. I want you to close your eyes and relax your face, your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw, and just allow your body to rest. Completely releasing control of each and every muscle as you surrender yourselves to the earth. And when you're ready, let it all go. Start to bring your awareness back into your bodies. Gently wiggling your toes. Touch each fingertip with your thumb. Reaching your arms overhead and extend through your feet, stretching your bodies out. Take a deep inhale, filling your body with your sweet, sweet breath. And on your exhale, draw the knees into your chest for one final compassionate hug. When you feel satisfied, you're going to slowly roll to your right side and just remain there for a moment in the fetal position with your eyes closed. Use the strength of your arms, once again pushing your way upright, coming to seated. And if you will, drawing hands to the heart center in prayer. Lower your chin into your chest and bow your heads, taking a moment to honor yourselves. From the place deep in my soul, which I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor this same light that burns deep inside of each of you. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. Wishing you a beautiful week. Namaste.